The effects of climate change are ever-growing. While it is known to cause increases in global temperatures, it is also known to be heavily connected with sea level rise in many areas. As industrialization, consumption, pollution, and carbon emissions continue to soar, so do the effects of climate change. Without the reduction of carbon emissions, mean global temperatures will continue to rise, resulting in disruptions of ecosystems, melting of ice sheets, intense storms, drought, rising sea levels, and much more. Rising sea level is an especially concerning issue for many areas, including coastal regions, as it can lead to flooding and destruction of infrastructure. As greenhouse gases become trapped in the Earth's atmosphere, it causes the Earth to begin warming. This rise in temperature causes the Arctic ice sheets to melt and the oceans to expand in terms of volume, causing water to rise. This leads to coastal flooding, which has many consequences not only for the environment, but the community. Alexandria, Egypt is a city of over 5 million people that is especially vulnerable to sea level rise as it is located in a heavily populated coastal area and is experiencing land subsidence. The Al-Amax Canal of Alexandria is at high risk for flooding as rain and high water levels overload the city's pumping station, which pumps the overflow into the south of Alexandria. The city is home to farming, fisheries, extremely diverse ecosystems, and about 40% of the country's industry, with over 12 oil and steel factories. These factories are not only polluting the air and the water of the area, but are also extracting natural resources leading to subsidence. The city sits along the Nile Delta with canals such as the Al-Max that allow for access to the Mediterranean. This waterway is extremely vital to Egypt's economy and wildlife. Most fisheries utilize it, and 60% of the country's fish come from the delta. However, the majority of the Nile Delta is only about 1.5 meters above sea level. That, combined with heavy pollution, industrialization, and population, causes Alexandria to be high risk for sea level rise. In 2014, the IPCC stated that if things continue as they are, Alexandria will undoubtedly experience a disaster. Although global sea levels are estimated to rise by 1 to 3 feet by 2100, sea levels in Alexandria are predicted to rise by at least 2 feet by 2050. Egypt's Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation reports that there are already indications of environmental change as sea level rose by 1.8 millimeters per year until 1993. Then, sea level rose by 2.1 millimeters per year until 2012, where sea level has risen as high as 3.2 millimeters a year. With sea level continuing to rise and the city of Alexandria at risk for being partly, if not mostly underwater by 2050, Egypt's agricultural sector is estimated to decrease by up to 47% by 2060, and its GDP to significantly drop in value as a result of saltwater intrusion and lost or negatively affected fisheries, agriculture, natural resources, not to mention the loss of tourism. After the flash floods of 2015, which flooded the city of Alexandria with more rain in 2 days than they see on average in a year, which is 8 inches, and resulted in the deaths of 7 people, the Egyptian government widened the canals of the Al-Max and moved citizens living in immediate danger to public housing elsewhere. The Egyptian government has not addressed these issues or made known any clear solution. They continue to say they are doing their best they can and have limited resources. They are also currently building a new capital that costs more than $45 billion.